The Flip Wilson Show. With Flip's guests, Tony Randall, Bob Elliot, and Ray Goulding. And Flip's special guest, Lena Horne. And now, here's Flip.
Thank you. Good evening. We got a goodie tonight. Goodie, really. I wouldn't jive you. Well, tonight, our show can be described in 2 words, laughter and loveliness. The laughter to be supplied by my good buddy, Mr. Tony Randall, in addition to having the classic comedy of Bob and Ray. Well, now, the loveliness, of course, will be supplied by the fabulous Miss Lena Horne. Watch out. Lena Horne, honey. Now, friend, I've never lied to you. I'm not talking to you, chump. That was a business deal. And I'm not going to start now. Today, George Wilde told me one of the silliest stories I ever heard, and he suggested that I tell it to you. I said, well, George, that story's ridiculous. I can't tell my audience ridiculous stories like that. They'll think I'm ridiculous. And he says, they think you're ridiculous already. So don't blame me if you don't like this story. And I'd like for you to not think badly of George either. We must consider the fact that here's a man who just lost his job. But I'll tell you the story. The story is about this girl who had an earache. She got an earache in her other ear. Well, I say other ear because she was the type of chick, if you tell her something in one ear, go one ear and out the other ear. Well, the earache was in her other ear. Yeah, that's the way George told me. Well, she went to see the doctor. And the doctor, you know, hit her on the head a couple of times, tapped on the head, then he shined a little light in her eye and shined a little light in her ear, and then he squirted orange juice up her nose. And this had no effect on her earache. Then he noticed a little piece of string hanging out of her ear, her other ear. Not the one you'd tell her things in, the other ear. Nobody's perfect. Okay, so he noticed a little piece of string, and he starts pulling the string like, and he pulled the string and started to stack up on the floor. Pretty soon, all the kids in the neighborhood started coming to buy the string to fly their kites. The doc was still there pulling the string. Finally, pull, and there was something holding the string at the other end. He couldn't quite figure out what it was, you know, so he gave it a yank. And there's a bouquet of roses on the other end of the string. A bouquet of roses. She said, where did they come from? She said, I don't know, honey. Well, we'll know in a second if you read the card. Friends, not content with mastery of the washed-up bass, I've striven onward. That's right, striven, chump. I've striven onward to conquer a more difficult instrument, the push-button telephone. Let me get it in position here. There you go. And the guy who was supposed to move this didn't show up today. Give one of them a job and they turn on you. Friends, this plays music. Let me show you. My favorite song. But I want to get right into the heavy stuff, okay? George, will you give me an A, please? George, will you quit horsing around and give me an A? Okay, that's better. 1199009, jiving on the telephone line. You're most kind. Thank you very much. Now, I'd like to get into the heavier stuff, as I said, and I'd continue by playing a popular song of the day, Strangers in the Night. Scooby-Doo.
this?
Lena?
Yeah.
This is Flip.
Hi, Flip.
Oh, I dialed you by mistake. I was playing Strangers in the Night on my telephone.
Were you trying to get Frank Sinatra?
No. I'm just playing Strangers in the Night on my telephone. Look, Mama, I don't have time to talk to you right now. I'm in the middle of picking out tunes for my new album on the telephone. I'll speak to you later, okay?
Okay. Playing music on the telephone. Now, just how childish can you get? Don't know why there's no sun up in the sky.
Tony Randall.
Hello, Tony.
Lena! Hey! What can I do for you?
Well, I was just playing music on the telephone. I guess I played the wrong number. Excuse me, will you please?
Sure.
Playing music on the phone. How childish can you get?
La donna è mobile.
Hello, Donna from Mobile speaking.
Hey, Flip.
Tony!
I was just...
Yeah, I know.
You'll never believe what I was doing.
I know. You're playing songs on the telephone, right?
Yeah.
Kind of gets to you, doesn't it? Hey, Tony, got a great idea.
Yeah?
Got a pencil?
Yeah?
Write this number down. Ready?
Yeah?
626
626?
97.
Gotcha.
Okay, now I'm gonna put you on hold. I'll speak to you shortly.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see, you gotta call Bob and Ray. Now, what would their number be? Some funny sounding tune. Okay, I got it.
Hello, this is Bob.
Yeah, this is Ray.
Bob and Ray,
Yeah.
Right.
this is Flip.
Hi, Flip.
Hi, Flip.
Say, well, I guess I'll be seeing you soon, huh?
Yeah, fine, Flip. Incidentally, we're very happy about doing your show.
Oh,
Are we
okay.
happy about doing your show?
I don't know yet. Find out what he wants.
What do you want?
Well, I'd like for you to write this number down. You got a pencil?
Write this number down, will you?
Okay.
333
333
000.
000.
Oh.
You got it?
Right.
Okay, I'm gonna put you on hold and I'll get back to you shortly.
I'm not happy about doing his show.
Hey. Hello.
Lena!
Yeah?
That you?
Yeah.
This is me. Say, you got a pencil handy?
Yeah.
Write this number down.
Oh.
444
Yeah.
86.
I got it.
I know you do, honey. Say, Lena, I'm gonna put you on hold for the time being, that is.
Oh, you devil, you.
Yes, suffer, honey, suffer. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, it is my pleasure to present the first push-button telephone jive quintet. Say, y'all, play those numbers I gave you.
Row, row, row your boat.
Gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream.
I'll be back in a minute.
Here is your parade permit, sir. And good luck to you and the rest of the Spanish-American War veterans. I said good luck to you and the other Spanish-American War veterans.
Gracias.
Next.
I'd like to apply for a parade permit.
Yes, sir.
I hope this won't take long. See, I'm in kind of a hurry. I'm parked out the meter out there.
How much time do you have on the meter?
Well, I don't know. I put in a quarter, a dime, 2 nickels, and 23 pennies.
You have 4 minutes.
It went up some, huh? Well, look, how long will it take to get the permit?
Answer the questions quickly and accurately, and it will take no time at all. Now, what is your name?
Danny Singer. That quick enough?
Yes. Now we'll see if it's accurate enough. Is Danny your real name?
Yes, sir, it is.
Not Dan or Daniel?
Well, Danny is my real name. Everybody calls me Danny, even my mama. Like she called me and said, Danny, you better get in this house.
What does it say on your driver's license?
Revoked.
Mr. Singer, if we're going to kid around, we'll be here all day.
It's Daniel.
That's better, Daniel. Singer. Now, what kind of parade are you having?
Just a parade.
What are you protesting against?
We ain't protesting against nothing. This ain't that kind of parade. We're just parading.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure our lodge is giving it.
Lodge? What lodge? Elks? Eagles? Moose?
No, the leopards.
The leopards?
Yeah, you know, leopards, big cats.
You mean like the Panthers?
Yeah. No, hold on. Now, see, this is our lodge. That just happens to be the similarity.
Leopards.
It's the name of it is the Fraternal Order of the Leopards.
Yes, I see. Now, how many will there be in your parade?
Oh, let's see. Two. There'll be 32 of us, counting 32. The women's auxiliary, the Leopardettes.
Leopardettes.
And they're also our band, the Leopardettes.
There will be music.
Well, the Leopardettes are gonna play. They're not too good, though. They only played one time before. That was at a brother's funeral.
I see. Will there be any animals in your parade?
Why?
If there are animals, we have to ask the Department of Sanitation to stand by.
Well, there aren't going to be any animals in the parade. Although some of the Lodge brothers do like to kid around a little bit.
That's not funny.
Can I just have my parade permit?
All in good time. Now, when do you want your parade to be?
Sunday, preferably.
Sunday. Let's see. Well, we have two parades on Sunday. We have the Sons of Italy marching at 1 o'clock, and we have a gay lib group marching, so to speak, at 3 o'clock. That will pretty well tie up the streets. We could put you on a side street.
Well, we don't want to be on no side street. We want to be on the main drag.
That's what the chap from Gay Lib said.
Well, look, if the Sons of Italy are starting at 1 and the gay lib group is starting at 3, why can't we start at 2:30?
Well, there are 5,000 Sons of Italy. They're a large group. That would give you only a half-hour jump on the Gay Lib group.
We can stay ahead of them. Although some of the Lodge brothers do like to kid around a little bit.
That's not funny. All right, let's see how fast you march.
Well, what do you mean, march?
March around the table. I'll time you with my
March?
stopwatch. Yes. Ready? Go!
March around the table?
Halt!
How'd I do?
You call that marching?
Oh, man, it's hard to march without music.
Well, what are the Leopardettes going to play?
But they're gonna play Ain't Nobody Here But Us Chickens.
That must have been quite some funeral. Let's try Stars and Stripes Forever, shall we? Ready? Go! Halt!
How's that?
The Spanish-American War veterans did better than that, and they were marching to Mexicali Rose.
Well, I march better with a group. I ain't too good by myself.
Very well. I shall march with you.
You gonna march with me?
Yes. Were you in the Army?
Yeah, I was in the Army.
Were you a good soldier?
Oh, yeah. I did twice my time. I'd signed a 2-year enlistment, and I spent 4 in the guardhouse.
10, cut! Heels together with a sharp clip, as close together as the conformation of the body will permit. Feet at a 45-degree angle.
Can I just have
thumb
a permit?
and finger joined along the seams of the trousers.
I just want to get
Suck
a
in your
permit.
stomach, stick out your chest, buttocks stiff. Right, left, peace.
Say, can't
Dress
I just have a
right,
permit?
dress.
Hey, man, watch out now.
Ready?
Just want a
Hut.
permit.
Left step, halt. Hut,
Look, man,
hut,
this is
hut,
ridiculous.
and
All I
halt.
want
Right
to
step,
do is
halt.
get the permit
Hut,
and
hut,
get in here
hut,
and get
hut,
out. I'm double
and
parked
halt.
the meter.
Right, peace.
You're wasting my time.
About peace. Company, for hand, halt. Hut, hut.
Oh, man.
To the rear, halt.
Look, man, this is
To the rear, halt. To the rear, halt. To the rear,
Look, man.
halt. Rear, halt.
I'm double parked the meter.
Halt. ease. Rest. Smoke if you got 'em. You may not smoke. So much for close order drill according to Field Manual 22-5. Now let us look into
I'm double parked at the
parade
meter out there.
maneuvers.
You're gonna get me a ticket. Look, man, look. About this thing. Right on. Look. Friends, Anthony had Cleopatra, Samson had Delilah, Caesar had Brutus, Damon had Runyon, and Bob has Ray. Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Ray.
This is going to be a surprise for me because I haven't had an opportunity to meet and talk with this next guest. I wonder, sir, would you give us your name, please?
Harlow P. Whitcomb.
And where are you from?
From Glens Falls,
New York?
New York.
And what do you do?
I am president and recording
Recording secretary?
secretary of the S.T.O.A.
What does that stand for?
The Slow Talkers of America. We believe in forming our thoughts, ideas, opinions, and statements clearly and concisely in our minds before uttering them,
So that you'll never be misunderstood.
so that we will never be misunderstood. Now we're here
In Hollywood.
in Hollywood, attending our annual
Convention.
convention. All of our members are here, all 250.
Members.
7 members. All here talking
Slowly.
slowly, as opposed to the members of the
T-O-A. O-A.
F.T.O.A.
Hey!
The fast
Talkers of America.
talkers
Of America.
of
America.
America. My little organization has a credo which each and
New
every
member.
new member
Must learn.
must learn. And it goes
Something like this. I am
something like this. I,
a
a member of the
S-T-O-A.
S.T.O.A., the Slow
Talkers of America.
Talkers
Of America! Hey, look.
America.
Look, you talk
Please.
slowly so you won't be misunderstood. I get
We
the
should
message.
all
We all get the message. We know why you talk slowly.
slowly.
So you won't be misunderstood.
Taking
Hey,
our
take the camera off you, will you? This
clear.
guy's driving me crazy.
Okay, Donald, this is it. I'll put your hair in the water. I want you to do your thing now, Donald. Hey, I'm gonna blow the mating call. So in a couple of minutes, if things go right, you should have some company. You don't mind a little company, do you, Donald? I know you would.
Hi.
Oh, I'm not a duck.
Neither is he, but I was expecting a duck after I blew this.
I can well imagine. Actually, I've had a bit of bad luck, and I wonder if I could ask a favor of you. I was on the other side of the lake, and my inflatable raft sprang a leak and sank.
Oh, that's too bad. What caused the leak?
Factory defect.
Oh.
Yes, I've already mentally composed a rather nasty letter of complaint.
Uh-huh. Yeah, well, good luck.
Well, I'll get satisfaction, I know. I know who's responsible.
Who's responsible? You know
Yes.
who's responsible?
Yes.
Who?
Number 26.
Well, what's that?
That's the little slip that came with the raft. See, inspected by number 26. I always keep these. Many people throw them away.
Yeah, see what you mean. Well, it's been nice talking to you.
I was wondering if I could get in the raft with you. It's a two-man raft.
Yeah, I know, but,
You never know I'm here. You won't even feel my presence.
I see what you mean. Say, would you mind sitting over here?
No, not at all.
Where's your gun?
Oh, I'm not a hunter.
You're not a hunter?
No, no, no. I'm a member of the Audubon Society. I'm a bird watcher.
Oh. Well, not too many birds to watch around here today.
Oh, look! I see that your raft was made by the same company that made mine.
Yeah?
I don't suppose you kept the,
Oh, that little slip of paper?
Yes.
No, I threw it away.
Oh, too bad. We could have compared.
Say, would you mind keeping quiet?
Sure. I just hope your raft wasn't inspected by number 26.
Look, buddy, let me tell you something. Let me get this straight. Don't be bothering me no more. Okay, Jack?
Yes?
Don't bother me no more.
All right. My name is Twilly.
Oh, Twilly.
Cuthbert Twilly.
Yeah.
The third.
Oh, okay. Pleased to meet you, Twilly.
Call me Cuff.
Look, Cut. Now, we just met, but let me tell you this. If you don't shut up, I'm gonna throw you right out of this raft. Okay, now back.
Fair enough. May I make a suggestion?
No, just stay out of this,
I
okay?
thought you might say
just
that.
leave me alone. I got this. No ducks around here nowhere.
Plenty of ducks around here, but they're not coming down. Do you know why?
Yeah, because you're jinxing the spot.
No, 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 my friend. It's that duck call you're using.
Well, what's the matter with this duck call?
Nothing's the matter with it. It's for the red-necked teal. And they won't show up because they've already flown south.
Yeah? The redneck teal is going south. Big deal for the redneck teal.
If you want a redneck teal, you'll have to blow it a lot louder than that. You'll have to blow it loud enough to be heard in Argentina, because that's where the redneck teal are now. Sorry, it's just...
Now, are you telling me that no other duck will answer this call but a redneck teal?
That's right.
That's ridiculous. Ducks are ducks, Turkey.
Oh, no, no. Each one is different. They have very sensitive ears.
Ears? Ducks have ears?
Of course.
I never seen a duck with ears.
Neither have I, but they've got to have them. Otherwise, they wouldn't hear their mating calls. And if they didn't hear their mating calls, there wouldn't be any more ducks.
Yeah, I never thought about it like that.
Oh, look.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a flock of mallards.
Yeah, but they're out of range.
Isn't that a magnificent spectacle?
If you want to see a magnificent spectacle, let them fly over this boat, and I will let you see it rain ducks.
Yes, but you don't have a mallard mating call.
Yeah, you're right.
I have one.
You do? Hey, I've never heard a mallard mating call. Let me hear how it sounds.
Oh, no. I'm afraid that would be considered cheating by the Birdwatching Society.
Oh. Well, look, I got a wife and 5 kids. Expecting a duck dinner this evening.
I'm sorry, I couldn't cheat.
Yeah, I guess that is asking a lot. Say, Cuth. I've been thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you wouldn't be cheating if you would have let me blow the mating call.
True. You know, if I had 5 kids, I wouldn't be hunting for mallards. I'd be hunting for the stork.
It's not funny. Okay, they're coming closer.
Oh, look.
Yeah. What are you doing?
I haven't finished counting them.
Well, there's 12 of them.
No, but I'm counting them by sex.
It's 6.
Oh.
What is it? What is it?
There are 7 males and 5 females.
What's that mean?
Oh, I much fear there will be some unpleasantness when they reach the South.
Very funny. You see what you did? Let all the ducks get away. I ain't gonna have no ducks. Just get out of my raft.
I have a confession to make. The joke's on you. I saved those ducks' lives.
Yeah? Well, I got a confession to make, too. I'm the guy who inspected your raft. I'm number 26. It's been a while since we'd read any letters, so we decided, well, why not slip some in now? We got some great goodies. You know, we've been holding in the can for you. Okay, now first I'd like to show you this young lady's picture, Cindy, who wrote this letter. Here is Cindy's picture. Okay? There is Cindy. How you doing, Mama? And here is a picture of Cindy's letter. That's when Cindy wrote. It's a writing very large. Okay, now we'll get into the letter. It says, Dear Flip, remember me? I'm Cindy. I used to write you all the time, but I stopped because you never wrote back. You never even read my letters on TV. Well, that's all right, because I still love you, just as much as I always did. Right on, Cindy. I wish I could meet you. You're very nice, and I will always like you best of all the actors of the world. That's eliminating a lot of competition, Cindy. Said, will you marry me when I grow up? I can cook good hot dogs and brownies. You fast, Cindy? You fast? Okay. I'm 6 years old now because I had my birthday. I'm in the 1st grade now, too, because I'm 6. Yeah, that's logical, Cindy. You got that together. Said, I'm sending you another picture of me in another dancing costume. Maybe you lost the other one. I don't dance anymore, though. She's retired. Said, how is Geraldine? I still like her, too. Well, I have to go to bed now, but please, Flip, read my letter. And I hope you like my picture. I love you still. Cindy Vickers. P.S. Oh, yes, I forgot to tell you. My mother bought me a pair of pajamas for my birthday, and they say what you see is what you get. Now, here is another. We'll show you the picture after we've read the letter. And it goes to Flip Wilson, Burbank, California, USA, honey. Said, Dear Flip, I said I wouldn't watch your show again, but I was outvoted by the rest of the family. I would explain to you how your dirty trick turned out to have some pretty good points to it. I'm sending you a picture to help you understand my letter. It started a year ago Christmas when you gave me that invisible dog. I thought it was a male dog, so I let him roam freely. It turned out to be a female and presented me with a litter of pups, half visible and half invisible. Said, I don't believe she knows the meaning of the word no, as we have every conceivable breed in the litter. Now everybody thinks our block is haunted. But my wife says some good always comes out of something bad. For example, we don't have to worry about our boy getting hit by a car while playing in the street. So Once in a while, a stranger from out of town will start up the street, but as you can see by the guy in the red car in the picture coming up, he puts it in reverse and gets out of there in a hurry. Bill collectors don't bother us anymore either. We haven't had our light or gas meter read for months. Our telephone is still connected, although our bill hasn't been paid in months. So all the landlord does is call and tell us if we don't pay our rent, he's gonna move our furniture out in the street. But so far, he hasn't shown up. Boy, we sure are a lucky family. So, see you, Flip. I guess I'll keep watching the show for a while anyway. Thank you. Oh, and here's the picture that the guy did the picture, you know, bringing the whole scene to where everybody could get it. Well, here's the first sign showing that the entire block is for sale, and the buzzard, or as we used to say, buzzard, sitting on the fence. Here's a policeman refusing to come down the block. Oh, and here are all of the partially visible dogs. See, there's a dog with the middle going. There's a dog with a middle and no front and no end. Here's the guy walking an invisible dog. And, okay, then we go over. There's the dachshund. Well, or 3/4 of a dachshund. I don't know what it is. Here's the stranger slamming on brakes when he comes down the street and see these funny-looking dogs. This is the entire block that they're trying to sell. There's the wife carrying the garbage up the street. And so it's such a pleasure to know that the comedy is contributing to the peace and tranquility of some neighborhood somewhere.
I'd like you to meet a man who's a world-famed author, a lecturer, traveler, bon vivant, gourmet, gourmand, roue, and best of all, raconteur. I think we all know him by his dapper little trademark, a pencil-thin mustache. Would you all welcome, please, Mr. Martin Lasser. Maybe you should tell us how that happened, first of all, Martin.
You mean my dapper little trademark? Well, I just wasn't thinking while shaving this morning, and half my trademark went on the floor.
I might say Martin very graciously has agreed to go through with this performance, but he's canceled all others until it grows back out. We're very grateful to him.
Well, I checked with my doctor, and he says it will grow in about 2 or 3 weeks.
That's good to hear. What we want to get to, Martin, is some of those great stories that you tell as only you can. That, well, they have that Martin Lasser stamp on them. Could we have one right away?
Sure. Well, as you know, Larry, when I first started in this business, I was a cub reporter on the old St. Paul Ledger-Dispatch, Eagle Tribune, Courier-Citizen, Beacon Journal, Plain Dealer, Deseret News, and Daily Item.
That was a famous merger, wasn't it?
Yes, it was, yeah. Well, I was in the sitting room there one day, and I heard the phone ring, and I heard the editor talking to somebody. It seems that there was a man hanging from the 15th floor of the Vaseline building over at 16th and Walnut. So I said to the editor, I said, could I go over and cover that story?
This would be a big break for you in the newspaper game.
Oh, I don't know. So he says to me, go on over and cover it. He said, take public transportation.
What was that? Do you remember?
Trolley car.
Uh-huh.
So, you know, about 15 minutes later.
He's still hanging up there then?
Yes, and there's a crowd of people there, policemen, firemen with nets and everything. And I said, well, now, has anybody tried to humor this man? You know, take his mind off his troubles, tell him a few stories, something, talk him back in.
Well, that's what they do at a time like that, I've noticed.
Yeah, they said no. I said, well, would you mind if I tried?
Let me ask you this. Were you known for having a sense of humor?
Not particularly. So I go in the building. They have the power turned off.
Boy, you have to walk up 15 flights.
I finally get up there, and there's a policeman standing outside the door that leads to the room to the window where he's hanging. And I said to him, I've been authorized to go in there and to talk to this man.
Sure.
And he says, well, go ahead. And he opened the door for me. So I go in, and I go across the room right up to the window. And I said to him,
What did you say to him?
I said to him,
Well, Martin, maybe that'll come back to you later on. We've got to keep moving. I remember when you were here once before, you had a great story about the fishermen off the Grand Banks and an experience you had with them. Could we have that one? Martin? Remember the Grand Banks fishing story?
Oh, yeah, right. I was doing a 1,500-word piece for a magazine on fishing in the North Atlantic.
That's the one I had in mind. Now, that's a rough, cold, rigorous kind of life, isn't it, fishing off the Grand Banks?
Well, it's not for me. Oh. We were up there in November, and it was bitter cold. And we're on a fishing smack the Rita B. And I'm just sitting there, and they're pulling in all this mackerel and cod and haddock and everything. And I look over here to the starboard, and I see this submarine surface with a foreign insignia on it.
Well, was this wartime?
No, but I see this thing happen. So I turned to the captain, and I said, Captain, I said, Captain, I said,
Martin, I hate to rush you again like this, but there are other things to be done, other guests waiting to come out here. Do you have one story that you do remember the ending to?
Well, I wrote one down.
Oh, good.
So I wouldn't forget it. It goes like this. Well, that's all right, sir, but this is Tuesday.
This is Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Oh, it is kind of funny the more you think about it, I guess. Now, what is the story that starts out and ends up that way? Now, I hope next time we invite you here, Martin, your memory and your mustache will both be improved. Martin Lasser, ladies and gentlemen.
You came smiling softly, shyly moving easy as a dreamer into my room. And before I realized the danger, I found myself staring into your eyes. Somewhere in their colors, I saw promises of things I'd never seen before. It's all over. I got to have you. Holding on to talking, saying nothing, knowing in a moment I could lose you. Then without a warning, I remembered that you trembled at the touch of my hand. Knowing when you came to me that no one else would ever feel the same in my arms. It's all over. I got to have you. Waking in the morning to the tenderness of holding you asleep in my arms. Dreaming while my hair was blowing softer than a whisper on your cheek. I don't know the feeling, so I don't know if it's love, but it's enough, it's enough. I can't help it. I got to have you. I don't know the feeling, so I don't know if it's love, but it's enough. Oh, yes, it's enough. It's all over. I got to have you.
Madam, we are ready. I have set out the hors d'oeuvre. You look a bit unsteady.
Oh, it's just a case of nerves.
Your husband?
My husband. Tonight we meet the height of high society, and I'm afraid he may not fit the part.
Afraid he might commit an impropriety?
Hey, when is this jive party gonna start? I'm ready to make my social debut.
You see?
I see. Leave it to me. Permit me, sir. When you're out in smart society, then composure is quite the rule. You mustn't show anxiety.
Yeah, lighten up, be cool.
As you mingle and you hear them chat, telling things so grim and grave,
Let us show you how an upper-class cat might behave. Have you heard? It's in the stars. Next July we collide with Mars.
well, did you ever? What a swell party this is. Have you heard that Cousin Blanche got run down by an avalanche?
What? Well, did you ever? What a swell party this is.
Dear Jane,
Oh, dear Clive.
quel charme.
Kel jive.
Oh, look, there's Lady Gibbs.
Say, when are y'all gonna pass the ribs?
What's new with your stocks?
Each one on the rocks. And how's Uncle Newt?
The skydiver?
Yes.
Newt forgot his parachute.
Fun.
Grand.
Drink.
Love it.
Uncle Newt! Uncle Newt, I miss you. Uncle Newt!
Beg pardon, sir.
Yes?
Knock it off.
Oh, okay.
However did you acquire your wealth? Did you hit oil up near Quebec?
I hit the number with my welfare check.
Well, that explains it.
What a swell party this is. Now, dear, just play it cool and chic.
As when you hold a girl cheek to cheek.
Hey, did you ever?
I refuse to answer that question. Okay, I'll be refined and sophisticated. Okay, say something a little uncool to me, and I'll be suave.
Suave.
I said suave, turkey.
He's hopeless.
Binky Blaine, while out to sup, crossed the bridge when the bridge was up.
Well, did you ever?
Oh, good, what a swell party this is.
Have you heard Professor Fogg clipped his wife and divorced his dog?
I have never.
What a swell party this is. It just goes to prove that cool is a groove.
Yeah.
A shrug is sublime.
Whip it on me one more time.
Have you heard that Mimsy Star just got pinched in the Astor bar?
Well, did you ever?
What a swell party this is.
Watching Houston play at home. I once got kicked in the Astrodome.
Well, did you ever? What
A swell party this is. He's ready for them.
La creme de la creme.
When all's said and done, you're formidable.
Charmed, I'm sure.
He'll impress the social set.
What they see is what they get.
Well, did you ever? What a swell party, a swell
You can't tell me I'm not finding elegant party. Give me. Before I say goodnight, I'd like to take a moment to thank my guests, Bob and Ray. Everything all right? Well, is there anything you'd like to say to the audience before we wrap it up?
What he's trying to say.
Yeah, well, tell us next time. Go ahead. I think at this time I'll drop in on the deadly duo. Very lovely Miss Lena Horne. Mr. Tony Randall.
Don't we make an odd couple?
Okay, everything's all right? Fine, it's been a pleasure, and I know we're gonna have it again soon, y'all. Y'all, we're gonna have to say goodnight. The party is over.